Hello, everybody. Welcome into part 3 of Can We Get This Computer Working or Not? Is that me or someone else? It's not me. It's pretty loud, though. Anyway, hello, Sam. Hello, William. Hello, Greg. Hello, Alex. Hello, Jose. Hello, Chris. Hello, Joshie. Hello, Rich. And I've got you guys temporarily muted. Now you should be able to say hello to the YouTube world.
Hello, world.
Hello, YouTube world.
I guess it went
Hey,
through. I
YouTube.
can't really tell.
I'm back.
So,
Give me just a second. I'm doing something. Give me just a second.
all right, we'll give you just a second. You have just a second.
Okay.
So this is box from Brian. I had to stop and laugh about that. Tim Stout. Haven't opened it yet. And this is box from Amazon. I have not opened it yet. I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything to the machine. We are having thunderstorms right now, so if we get this going and it's decided it needs a BIOS update, it's not going to be tonight. I'm not going to run that risk of doing something to screw up this machine. I asked Mrs. K to come in and monitor chat for me tonight, and she promptly said no. So if someone says something in chat, I'm not going to be monitoring chat because it's not in my vision. Let me know through Zoom. Yeah, thank you.
We'll let you know.
BH Ringer says good evening to me and to all in chat. Hello, BH Ringer. There was no first place tonight, but Tony was first, William was second, and Sam One Fish 26 was third. Brian was fourth, Greg was fifth, Rick was sixth, Jeff was seventh. He's at the baseball diamond. And let's get going on this. So I'm going to open up my knife. I'm going to switch the scenes over to PC repair. Now, hopefully, if you're watching YouTube, that looks a whole lot better than it did before. I just lowered the camera to get it down to where I thought it would be pretty good. And to me, that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to try not to cut myself while I open this box. Man, Brian, this must be gold in here. How much tape has he's got on it?
Do you remember to pick up thermal paste?
I bought that on Saturday. I anticipated this going well on Saturday, but it did not. And then I think he said he sent me like enough thermal paste that I can repair computers for the next 35 years. Who knows, by then I could be just stuck my finger with the knife. I told you that was what was going to happen.
Remember, dab it out with your pinky.
You can poke yourself with a needle to check your blood sugar all every day, but when you do anything else, you're a big baby.
That's a thermal paste tube right there, boys. Yeah, it's a little bit different. I mean, I get your point, and I think that's what Ida was trying to say the other day as well. It is slightly different. So I've got the Tim Stout box empty. Stow it over here on the floor.
Did you want me to download that golf thing you sent me? Did you want me to try to download that, or
no? Just leave it where it's at. When I need that, I will I'll get it. There's some interesting information in there about things, and I want to be able to go back. I don't send it to you. I will lose it, and there's some information in there that will, I think, help me out immensely. Oh, is this a bonus thermal paste? All right. Well, I got thermal paste for days now. I'll be knocking on people's door. Do you need your thermal paste done? You need your thermal paste? He sends me cards. I'll pass them out, Brian. Business cards. How many do I have? Can I get the whole neighborhood? Let's see. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Looks like about 7, 6, 7. Yeah, I can get the whole neighborhood. Boy, are you going to get some business now? Terry says hello. Good evening to everyone. Hello, Terry. Good to see you back. Speaking of, I got an email today when I got back from playing golf, and someone was watching the Da Vinci this afternoon and heard my comment about the sword soft dilemma that I have, and he said basically that's just the way I have to do it, is click on the arrow or the trash can to delete them, because what I want to do can't be done apparently. So I'm okay with that, and I wanted to give that specific person a shout out. I don't remember the name right now, and maybe before the show ends I'll go look at my mail and mention by name this person. Very, very interesting, very detailed email, and I appreciated that. Cleaning up the processor now. You what, Chris?
I'm here now.
All right, can we start, Chris?
I was keeping you from starting.
Well, I was waiting on you. You said you'd be back.
I'm getting a lot of page can't be displayed, like the chat went to page can't be displayed, and I had to refresh. And when I surf the different pages, they say sometimes page can't be displayed, but then I refresh, it loads.
Does this have a fan in it? Is why it's so heavy? Is that why this is?
Yes, it does.
But we're not going to use that.
The non-K, non-F versions of the CPUs have fans.
Are we going to use this fan?
No.
No, I thought we were planning on using heat sink. He had.
I got YouTube and I have a monitor. Only the K versions don't come with fans.
Okay. So I'm going to have an extra fan laying around that I have absolutely no use for.
Ding, ding, ding. Yes.
I made two of them. I got an extra fan as well.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
You only have one extra fan? Is that
Me or
all?
Joshie?
Oh, Joshie and Alex, you only have one extra fan?
I don't have any, Sam. I don't have computer parts laying around other than I have a few desktop memory sticks and a few laptop memory sticks, and that's it.
I thought you were a computer expert scientist thingy.
I am. I don't call myself I don't really consider myself an expert, but I know this stuff, but I don't have parts laying around like a computer shop that's been in business for 20 years does.
Here, I have a fan.
I got more parts than Alex does, I bet.
Yeah,
Probably.
I've got like maybe half a dozen sticks of RAM and a couple of old laptop Wi-Fi cards, and that I'm probably never going to use again, and that's it.
What happens if a fan goes out?
Yeah.
Oh. You're going to be up a creek without a paddle, or in this case, a fan.
I got about 20 hard
Yeah,
drives.
All right, I got the processor out, the new one. Put it over here so not get confused with the old one. That was like 10 minutes. That's any indication of how the rest of this is going to go. It's going to be horrible.
I had 5 fans in my old Windows XP machine.
Hello, Sean.
That's a good camera angle, Ken, on YouTube.
Yeah, I did some adjustments today. I thought it would be pretty good, actually. I don't know why I'm trying to put this box together so nice and neat at this point in time. Let's throw it over here on my junk thing. 12 watching, but only 4 likes. Yeah, let's get that brought up. So first things first,
5.
I'm going to turn my back on Zoom, and I can't see anything right now. This is why I want to miss this case. So I'm going to pull this cooler off, first and foremost. And you'll all be happy to know, some of you know this already, I did go get me a pair of readers today. I can see things up close now.
All right.
You mean you got your glasses like Killer Bears?
No, I have my reading glasses. Let's not go there. I can read the
Well, those
board.
are only for reading. They don't say they're for repairing computers. Only for
Right,
reading.
I don't. Yeah, I just need him to read. I can read the small print on here now. I read a while ago the 4 lights. They're in order: CPU, DRAM, VGA, and boot. So that's cool.
You really need a magnifying glass.
I'm okay with the readers. I don't necessarily know that I need one. I don't necessarily know that I don't need one. That's kind of my last. That's kind of my last admittance that I'm getting old, is when I go to a magnifying glass. All right, that looks pretty good there on YouTube.
You actually need something. I think what Asus is called Q Connect. You hook it's an adapter. You hook all the wires up to for the panel, the front panel, and all the power and all that, and then you plug it all in at one time. All the wires are hooked to that little adapter though, and it's easier to see.
Gigabyte, I think Gigabyte is the only one that comes with those connectors.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Asus has one. I think it's called Q Connect. I'm not sure what Gigabyte's called.
Only certain Gigabyte boards come with those adapters.
You order it separately.
That'll be for you guys to see the back of my head, but I'm just looking at the processor in here to see if it looks good, and it does look good. So hopefully this goes. Do what?
Elephant in the room. What processor did you buy? The same one that he had, or
This one.
I can't even see it.
Put your glasses on. Man, I can't be telling you
I
everything.
can't hold it close enough. Oh God, come on, kid. Stop trying to be like Cherry.
Oh, I'm not even coming close to trying to be like Carrie. If I was going to be like Carrie, we wouldn't be this far into this at this point in time. This is an i7 11700, no K, no F, SRKI, KNS, 2.5 gigahertz, X24, IL 868, E4, Intel Core i7. Any other questions?
No.
Hold on, I gotta
That's
go
my
check
case.
the chicken. Don't do anything.
Well, that about wraps up tonight's show now that Greg stepped out. Well, they sure do not make this easy to work with. Now, the cool thing is, I'm gonna use these like you wouldn't believe now. Believe me when I tell you that.
K.
I don't think she heard you. In fact, I know she didn't hear you because I got the earbuds on.
I just saw her walk by the room.
Yep, she just went into the living room. Now, am I seriously going to have to go? I found the yellow arrow on the processor with no problem, but you know what I'm not seeing now? Is the arrow on the board where this is supposed to go.
I think the arrow is normally on the bottom. Well, that motherboard's turned a different way, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Used to paint gold triangles on them.
Yeah, the processor itself has got the yellow or gold, whatever you want to call it. I'm not seeing that over here. I'm going to go look at it from a different angle. I sure don't want to put this in wrong.
Hey,
Well, what a trip to walk with reading glasses on. Oh, man. This reminds me of high school.
hey, I can see
I'm hearing
the triangle.
voices now. Oh, my gosh.
I can see the triangle. Can anybody else see the triangle?
You can see the triangle on that processing down there, that thing down there?
On the motherboard, yes, I can.
Point it down to the back of the board.
It's on the other side, the bottom of the other side of the RAM. Not the corner nearest the RAM, but the corner nearest those little circle things.
Right here?
There's like, yeah, right there. That's where the arrow is.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the arrow. Sorry,
I'm
I'm taking your word for this, so if this doesn't work, we blame Sean.
Sorry,
Are you sure it's there?
You see it's low black arrow in the molded in the plastic.
All four corners look identical to me. But if you
It's
guys
more
think it
likely
goes that way,
corner. It's more likely on motherboards. It's that corner, Ken. It's always that corner on motherboards mainly. But I can see a little distant of a triangle. So
okay.
just if you just put it in very lightly and you close it, and if it closes, then it's in the right slot. Then I was right.
All you gotta do is put some makeup on you.
Who are you talking to, Joshie?
Whoever made the comment about Camel Girl.
I don't
That
think it's, I don't
doesn't-
think it's set right.
I know it's not set right. I'm having problems with my earbud right now. I can see right here that it's not set right. So I'm gonna work on that.
Straight up.
Oh, Greg. You got a date tonight, Greg?
I don't think that's right either.
Oh, it's gonna have some tension. There you go. See?
Now we'll put the cooler on it.
Put the paste on and take the sticky off.
No, there's no sticky on there. There's no sticky on here. I thought we were gonna fire it up without pasting in it.
Yep.
Is that what? Are we still doing that?
Yeah. Because
Okay,
it's not
there's
that
no
hot.
harm. There's no harm that comes to doing that.
As long as it's that hot, just boot in the, just go in the boot.
Yeah, once you get that post screen, then turn it off, paste it, then turn it back on and see if it boots.
All right.
You don't want to leave it. You don't want to boot into Windows with no thermal paste, but as long as you can get to the boot screen, you're good. Which would be a Asus logo.
Yeah, it should say press F1 for setup.
Yeah. Can't find boot device and all that good stuff.
Who thinks it's gonna work?
Me.
Well, you said last night you didn't think it was going to work. You're such a politician.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. What I mean is,
You tried the RAM and and we think the RAM is still good and based on your little LEDs you saw.
That's how it was on your old PC.
My RAM is good. It has a Hemi.
all right, that's pretty tight. All right, so this should go relatively smooth, and then all I got to do is connect power, the HDMI cord, and go from there.
And a keyboard.
What am I going to need a keyboard for?
Not right now.
Thank you. Greg, I'm going to put you in the waiting room when I get back over to Zoom.
It'll just say, if it says anything about not having a keyboard, it'll just say no keyboard detected, but you don't actually need it.
Hey,
It will
can you
say
bring
no
me a cold water,
keyboard.
please?
It will say no keyboard detected. Press any key to continue.
Chris Garrett, everybody. The humor of Chris Garrett. Now,
But the
you
thing
guys
is, how
can
can
see
you-
the monitor right here.
Let's
Right?
go. Let's go.
Right?
But the thing is, Chris, how can you press a key without a keyboard?
It's the humor of Chris Garrett, Alex. You'll catch up one of these days. All right, so can I make this so that YouTube can see it as well, or are we concerned about that at this point?
They see the LED lights there.
I haven't turned it on yet. I'm still
Right.
I'm not procrastinating by no means, and I'm not turning into Carrie. So the first person that says that,
Alex, I got another one for you. Serial
Can you
port
share
not,
cameras between the two streams?
serial port not found. Breakfast.sys halted.
Better plug in your internet cable so you can get Windows updates.
all right. Now, other than the bars in the way, you can see the monitor in the background.
Right.
So let's see what
I
happens.
have 3 monitors.
Is that making any worse or any better, I wonder? Let me get out of the way.
I can remember food.
All right, here we go. Tim Soul, hi Ski Man, full house Ski Man tonight. Wintermeat says hello. I'll catch up with chat later. Here we go. Place your bets now.
Get your fire extinguisher out first.
3, 2, 1. Finding my little screwdriver now.
Yeah.
Board is on.
Yeah.
Getting my little screwdriver out here.
This
Shed
is
a
like
little light on the
Christmas
subject.
vacation. Like Christmas vacation, you plug it in, the lights don't work.
I got real good at doing this the other day, and I jinxed myself by saying I got real good at doing this the other day. We have yellow ram light still.
Let's see what the fan does.
That's, again, babe, I can't drink it. That's ice. Just give me a bottle of water. Thank you. I still have the yellow DRAM light is on. That's so disappointing.
Yes.
Fan's consistent. It's running solid.
I can even see that light right now. I can see the light lit up right there on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
you can. You can see it.
See that
Sure you
light,
can.
yeah.
Thank you.
What
I guess
about
the only
taking-
thing I know to do now is shut it down, try the other RAM, and see what happens. But I don't have very high hopes for that at all.
What about taking the battery out again?
Are you saying clear Timos out?
Yes. Yes.
Well, that'd be fine if I didn't have to pull half the thing back apart to get it to the CMOS battery.
Hey,
Of course, it's
Ken?
easy for you to sit there in Arkansas and say, "Why don't you do this?" What?
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
Well, even if
It's a
Hang on, Alex. Sean's trying to talk. Go ahead, Sean.
Is the graphics card in there?
Yes.
Well, if that's not an F processor, you don't need it. You could take the graphics card out and see if that fixes it first.
Well, I plugged the HDMI directly into the motherboard because I spaced that. But do we want to try firing it up using the graphics card? That should not make a bit of difference, though, right?
No, I was just saying pull the graphics card and try it just straight into the motherboard, but
Well, that's what I did, but the graphics card's still there. All right, hang on. Power's disconnected. We're going to pull the graphics card.
If you got the graphics card in there, it don't need to be plugged to the motherboard, the HDMI cord.
You know, I kind of realized that after I had already plugged it in, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. Boy, they just got to make these things so daggone difficult to get to.
yeah, I have like a,
I don't know what I did to it.
You did nothing to this board, Joshie. This is a brand new board. This is the board Sean sent. We're not working with your board. We gave up on your board. We gave up on your processors. That's why I purchased a processor. Now I'm trying to pull this graphics card. And I'm running into difficulties finding the dumb little catch lever. Even though I can see it. I swear I'm going to throw these away. Now I think it's because my hair is wet and they're just not seated properly. Got to admit that was pretty discouraging, boys.
What?
Well, we got the same problem.
yes.
Yeah, that's the lever. Just me getting to it's the problem because of my fat fingers. I don't want to have to really necessarily pull the cooler again. All right, pulling out the battery. Battery is out. Do we want to do anything else, like change the memory around or anything of that nature while we're doing this? Or
How many sticks is in there right now?
2. They are in the gray slots.
I'd say pull one out and try with just one.
And in case you're wondering what they are, let me put on my brand new glasses I got today. Have I mentioned I got glasses today? These are the DDR4 3200 8G by 2 is what's currently in there, because I believe Wintermute said that the 16 were on the approved list of memory. So other than pulling the battery and 1 stick of RAM, we're just going to put the battery back in and go from there.
Yeah.
No.
How long does the battery got to be out for?
Technically, you don't need the battery in there to just see if it'll boot. It should boot without the battery.
Hey, Jen.
Everybody's
I
not
was
yet.
just looking up that motherboard that I got him. It went from 119 to 177 now.
Well, he ain't working at 119.
I
so-
know Amazon keeps raising. See, that's what I don't get. When you buy something off Amazon, you can buy it for like really expensive sometimes, and then they'll drop like $20 or $30 off of it. So, and I'm like, well, geez, I should have waited a couple days and then bought it then. But yeah, they do some weird part.
The exact opposite happened to me, Sean. When I got this new TP-Link router I got now, I bought it on sale for $179. It was about $200 plus tax, and then as soon as I bought it, they raised the price.
I'll just do my thing. You guys go ahead and talk about whatever.
Bathroom, and I had to plunge it a little bit. It went down.
Well, we got yellow, purple, green over there, so that's a good thing. And then we're going to go over here and
Be careful on that. In the morning.
I got yellow, I got fan.
Put the light out, it'll let him off on that.
I still have yellow. Fan's still staying constant. This is interesting. Like, very interesting. I didn't start a timer. Does anyone know about how long it should take if this is going to work? And just for grins, I'll make sure that it's not. I mean, I know that it's not on the wrong source because
90 seconds.
anybody keeping track about how long it's been? I've still got the yellow light.
You know, that would be crazy if everything got blown out. If I had some more money in my account, I would send you some more RAM, but my account's too low.
Why? I see a cursor on the TV on your TV screen, Ken, on YouTube.
I don't know where you see a cursor at. I see the arrow. I see the HDMI 2 right here, but there's no
A mouse
cursor.
pointer.
It's my mouse pointer, I imagine, that's in the way. So I'm going to guess by the time I walk back over there, the yellow light's still on there, that's not going to solve the issue. So do we want to try it with the other RAM stick with the same results?
Can try it, but I got it. It don't like something, and I don't know what it is. If I knew what it was, I'd tell you guys.
The only other thing I can think of to change, and Ken, I'm sure you don't have. I'm sure you don't have one. We would have tried it already. Is another power supply.
We got Joshie's old one. If I'm going to figure out how to run that through and hook it up, I don't know how that would work. This power supply ran my computer. Are you saying it's not? It's 600 watts. Are you saying it's not enough to run this board?
Oh, there's plenty.
More than enough
Josh's
to run
was 600 watts. Josh's was 600 watts.
I think Josh's is 500, isn't it? Then when you told me that the
Oh,
other
yeah,
night.
500. Then yeah, that's 600. It's a little too much.
Can I say something really obvious? Did you try to plug the? Do you remember to plug the CPU power in?
Alex, I have not changed anything on this except for that. That's it. Everything remains the same. Yes, the CPU power is plugged in. I have the main power here, have CPU power here.
Oh no, we got Tim. He's the computer guy.
Now there is something I'm going to put my glasses on and check in just a second that I just saw. But I think we determined the other night that it was right. But this will be funny. Ha ha, not. Now it clicked in. But I do want to check something with my glasses. Real quick like. As I figure out.
We need Jim. We need Jim back on here.
Yeah.
Wait for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's why I said we got Tim, the computer guy, in here. It shouldn't take five. It would never take 5 minutes to boot like that. I don't know where Tim's getting that from, pulling it out of a manual or something. But yeah, yeah, it would never take 5 minutes to boot like that. All the computers that I put together take probably, like Alex said, 90 seconds or less to post. So where Tim's getting that 5 minutes from, I don't know.
Normally, when you see going through the training of CPU fan starts and stops.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's what Jim was alluding to the other day.
Because it normally takes like, normally you'll hear it ramp up like really, really hard, and then it will ramp back down, and then you'll get a post. So
Right, the other stick is in there. I'm going to put it back to the power supply. Use the two little jumpers to fire it up again. See what happens. My money is on. I'm going to have a yellow light. Board is on.
Have we researched what the yellow light means?
See, yeah, I can tell you what it means. I'm reading it. The bottom one is CPU. The next one up is DRAM. The next one up is VGA. The next one up is, I'd have to read it from the other side. But we know that the yellow light is on the RAM portion of this.
Yeah, Tim's right. It does sometimes take that long.
We got power on. Now I got the power on. And I hit the jumper. Oh, red. Oh, boy. There for a moment, I had a brief thought. We had a red light, blinked, and it went right back to solid yellow on the DRAM.
Sometimes you have to press.
So, red light was on
Sometimes
the CPU and it went away.
Sometimes you have to press really. You have to put a lot of pressure on the RAM when you're putting it in. You have to press really hard to get it to snap in.
It clicked in, Alex. What? How much more pressure do I have to put in? The top one is for boot. If it clicked in, is it not in and seated?
Yes, it should be.
Asking for a friend.
Jim did say Intel was different than AMD. It don't take as long to initialize.
Apparently it takes 4 days. This is day number 4.
I would just leave it on a minute and see what happens.
Well, we don't want to burn up the brand new processor that I just bought.
That's true. I mean, it's kind of.
How high is that CPU getting? Cooler getting? It shouldn't be getting warm at all.
It's not. I'll test it out. Hang on. Babe, bring me an egg. I'm going to test the cooler.
Oh,
Is it possible that it's a bad cooler and we could try it with the stock fan? Since we know the stock fan is brand new in the box.
damn it.
Well, except that's probably going to require some more work.
Okay.
I'm going to call it that's been long enough. The fan's been constant. I'm going to go ahead and kill it.
Well, then what?
After you kill it, pull the ram out that's currently in there and put the other ram in there.
Yep, I'm going to.
And there's only your machine that uses DDR4 in your house.
That's correct.
And
That
that's a
is
no-go.
correct. In order for me to pull a ram stick, I have to shut everything down, start it back up on minimal ram, and test it. My fear is the same as it was last night, that what if that screws up my ram?
I
Good.
happen to
Brand
have
new
two.
board and processor.
Do I, Greg?
I said it shouldn't. It's a brand new board and processor.
Well, I agree. But it also shouldn't be doing all this unless somehow the RAM is bad. And I honestly, I could do that too. I could test the RAM on my machine. I mean, whether we test my RAM here or his RAM there. But the problem with that, if it's, I don't know. We can go down many rabbit holes here.
Hmm.
Choose one.
I'd like to phone a friend. Oh, yellow, brief red on the CPU, back to yellow on the RAM. I'm gonna try. I'm not going much further with this. I don't think it's training the RAM at all. The fan's constant. I think the RAM's bad. I think. I'm not an expert. We'll give it a while, a minute or two. I'll try this other stick of 16, but I don't think that's going to work. I do wish someone was here like Jim so I could pose this question: is if the motherboard got fried on Joshie's system, did that fry everything? The processor, the RAM, and anything else that was connected at that time? Because I do not know. I'm posing this as an honest question.
Yeah, it's always
If it went to that extent, he could write off his M.2 also.
Jeff is saying,
Possibly, yeah. I mean, that's a good possibility of that.
Jeff is saying try with no RAM.
Who's saying try it with no RAM?
Jeff Ryman.
It won't toast with no RAM.
It'll get
You have to
further
have
than it
RAM
has
in the
been.
post.
Not necessarily,
You'll get error messages that say no RAM.
but at least you'll see something else.
No, Long Dog, I am not any good with the voltmeter. We do not want to proceed down that road. Trust me when I tell you that.
We could stick a voltmeter to Alex's brain.
Well, Ken, yeah, I wish we'd have known we would have been doing this when you was here, because I could have gave you my mom's old sticks of DDR4.
Well, I don't think anybody foreseed that this was going to happen, or foresaw that this was going to happen. I sure hope I can find a job where I plug a power supply in and short circuit the board to come on. I got that down packed. I got like 35 years of experience of that now. Oh, my phone dinged.
Tim, I'm not talking crap about you.
Uh-oh.
Yellow light. What? Uh-oh, what, Chris? What are we uh-ohing about?
You need to check the chat.
I can't get
I
to
don't
chat
know why
right
you
now.
do
Oh, that was different. That came on solid yellow. Then it went to red. Then it went back to yellow. That's the first time that. Let's let this run a second. That's the first time that has happened. What am I looking for in chat?
Someone was timed out.
Hey, Tim, this is not the time or the place. Please remove your comment or I will.
But BH timed out Sean.
That's
And
fine.
I'm not
That
trying to
comment by
start
Tim
him.
Soul is not needed on that right now. We can have that conversation privately, but not right now.
I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just.
So that was interesting. It did not initially come on with the yellow light, or it did come on initially with the yellow. Then it jumped back to the processor to red, then back to yellow. That was interesting.
Do you have Jim's number on dial a friend?
I do not. Okay, there it went red on the CPU instantly, and then it went over to the DRAM yellow. Oh, and then it went back to the CPU. I don't know if you got, you know what? Here, let's do this. This gives me an idea. Let's change the camera, and I'll figure out how to get. You guys are going to have to watch the stream.
Okay.
I'm going to put it back to the camera that's right above the processor so you can see the lights. Hopefully they'll come through on there. That's
But
my
if it's
plan
starting
anyway.
to change, but if it
Do
started
what?
to change, if it started to change from looking, that means the CPU is starting to become active.
Okay, so you should be able to see the lights that are going to be right over here to the right of this RAM stick right here. Let me get, hopefully, right, yeah, just so look for that. So here we go. You're going to have to watch it over on the stream, and I apologize for that on Zoom because I don't think I can bring that camera into Zoom while I'm running.
Wait a
That
second.
was hopeful. Let's hope it does the same thing.
I can bring you two into Zoom.
All right, let me know what
I'm
you're
gonna have
going
to
do.
share.
I mean, that's not going to affect the stream, but that way everybody on the street on Zoom can see what's going on. While you do that, I'm going to go grab a water because that bottle didn't last very long.
Can everybody see it?
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Stealth mode.
Yes, sir.
Did the hurricane hit anywhere near you?
Nah, it missed us, man. All we got was a little bit of rain out of it, a little bit of wind. We were lucky. We're more on the East Coast, so it missed us pretty good.
All right, so I'm not going to move anything. Hopefully you can see the lights right over here. Here we go. I'm booting it up now. There it did it. Yellow, red, back to yellow. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Oh, it did it again. I was watching the stream and it did it again. So it went yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. That's progress. Now I'm going to almost hate myself for asking this question. Do we want to try the memory in a different slot?
Yes.
Yes.
I was hoping to say no,
10?
but- Yeah.
Most motherboards, I'm not gonna say anything wrong. I'm just gonna say, like, when I build a computer, I put the RAM in the first slot near the edge of the motherboard, skip a slot, and then put it in there. And the one closest to the CPU, and there's one in the middle that doesn't have one. Maybe move it to the first slot where the light is and try it.
That would be the
Because
other
normally-
gray slot, and I can do that.
Yeah. I try the first gray slot just to see where it goes.
At this point in time, it can't get any worse, can it?
I've been trying to read up and see if the CPU can. Since Jim's not here, I've been trying to read up on Google to see if the CPU could blow out everything, but I can't find anything on it, so I don't think it could. But yeah.
The only way I can see it happening, to take everything out like that, would be a power surge of some type.
The heat that radiates from the uncooled CPU could damage the bleeds around the CPU, though, possibly.
Didn't want to hear that, that's for sure. Here we go. Hopefully it's these two right here.
And that could cause other things to cascade fail.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to do that, but a heat event like that could override any kind of specifications that
Pretty
are
much it
supposed
did the same thing. Yellow back to red on the CPU, back to yellow on the RAM, and it only's done it once so far. But you guys can't see that now because why?
I'm seeing some
The stick's over
RGB.
it. You can see this at the edge of the stick. Memory stick, RAM stick.
So I'll turn it off. Turn the power back on. Come back down here and do my thing. Right here. There we go. It went yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow. And the only other option that I see at this point in time is to try the two black ones. But we know the manual says if you're using only 2 sticks of RAM that they go in the gray ones. And I mean,
But it should boot on one stick no matter what slot it's in.
That is true. If it was to boot, it would boot in any slot. It's just recommended that you put it in the gray slots, but it would boot in any slot.
well, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but it ain't booting in any slot right now. I
Yeah,
mean, black, red, green, orange. I'm going to go back to the 8x2s. I'm going to go to the black spot, closest to the fan, cooler, whatever you want to call it.
Whenever it says try to reset the reseat the
Love you.
power cables.
All power cables?
The PSU power cables.
Would that be the CPU? Power supply cables into the CPU? I mean, I can do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
There's
Or
only two.
power supply.
Only 2 hooked up now as it goes.
Same thing. Red, yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, red, yellow. Ooh, there was a brief green.
Oh, it's changing again.
Yeah, I see that. I'm watching it.
Uh-huh.
I turned around and turned TV on, and that's the most that it's ever blinked. Now, is that on the RAM? I'm sure that's on the RAM. Yep, that's on the RAM. GPU is not lit. GPU is the one that keeps going red. So Wintermute's saying to take these cables off here and reseat them.
Yeah,
reconnect.
Yeah. Because those are the only cables that are hooked up. Is
Correct.
The 24 pin and the 8 pin.
Yep. Well, it's 6, I believe. If I remember right. All right.
That's it. So there's 8 pin. The 8 pin is connected full. Oh, that's right. This motherboard has an extra 4 because it's made to overclock. Never mind.
Right.
Yeah. So as long as you have the 8 pin in the right slot, it should boot.
Well, I'm pretty sure I do, but hell, who knows? I'm not a professional. I don't know that I can beat that dead horse enough. This will go fun. So, first things first, I'm going to move this fan over here out of my way. I'm
I'll
gonna
be
press
back in
in
a
on.
little bit.
Gonna press in on this.
I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go take my walk. It's getting pretty dark out here. I gotta take a walk before it gets too dark.
Sounds good.
Hey,
I'll be
Sean,
back.
Sure will still be
Yeah.
here.
go take a walk.
Chris, you're always the funny one in the chat. All right, I'll go take my walk.
Well, we gotta go back to my grandma's tomorrow after her doctor's appointment because she's locked out of her Facebook again. She don't know how to. It's asking for her passport, and she don't know how to put her password in.
I'm wondering why it would be asking for her password unless she logged out of Facebook.
She don't. It just does that every once in a while. So it's not very often, but
When I add a contact or whatever to my iPhone, it's always asking for the iCloud password. I just hit cancel and it still adds.
it don't do that to me. But I don't use. I don't add a contact to iCloud. I have my Gmail account hooked up to my iPad contacts app. So whenever I add a contact on my phone or on my iPad, it goes to my Google account.
You're the only one I know that has an iPad connected to the Google account.
I do because the actual Apple Contacts app on my iPad is linked to my Google account, and that's because I have an iPad and an Android, and because all of my contacts are on my Google account.
All right, I finally got the CPU disconnected. That was fun. That was just a joy. You would think instead of having 2 4s to make 8 off this dumb power supply, they'd have one that is just 8 already, but they don't. Now there's another yellow and black one here that's got 2 4 6 and a 2. It's yellow and black. And then this one's got 2 4 6, the same thing. Do we want to try that instead of using the one we've been using?
No, the 2 is 6 plus 2 is your graphics card power.
Okay. So the 2 4s is what's supposed to be for the CPU?
Right.
May I ask a dumb question?
There are no dumb questions.
The only question not asked is a dumb question.
If it's 6 and 2 and it makes 8, or if it's 2 4s and it makes 8, does it really make a difference?
6 and 2 make 62.
PCS cables should be labeled CPU and PCEI. They're not labeled at all. They got yellow markings on them. There is no labeling whatsoever.
Yeah, a lot of the other
I'm
parts
double
I
triple
didn't
checking
label.
it right now. That one clearly is not labeled. This is the 2 4s, and it just says TKG on one and TOV on the other. One of them says right, one of them says left. That would be correct. That's how it goes in the board. And that's the only thing on that. This says 125 degrees Celsius, 600 volt, and that's it. Other than that, there is no markings on said cabling anywhere. So what do we do from here? Do we want to try to figure out if maybe we can use Joshie's power supply? And I don't think that's going to solve anything, but
Yes, that would be my next step.
Okay, he's gonna have to cable manage the machine to get the cables out.
no, I've already done that. That's not going to be a problem. I
Okay.
did that the other day. All right. So, but I don't understand how we're going to go from a 600 watt down to a 500 watt. I mean, if it solves it, fantastic.
Because I'm guessing that your power supply that you're using now is older than the one that Josh has in the computer.
I have no idea.
It's supposed to be a standard ATX power supply, rated for 600 watts. It's to run the motherboards.
So that computer where that power supply came from, where did it come from?
I've had it for 7 years. I bought it off a guy I knew in Las Vegas.
So he don't know where it came from.
It was
I
a
don't know
pretty
anything
good
about
one.
it other than that. I believe he bought it out of a pawn shop. I'll tell you the full story of that one of these days, but not tonight.
Oh, come on, why not?
Well, I kind of want to
Wanna
get this
know.
working. I swear, these little push tabs do not want to cooperate. All right, we have no power. Let's try it now. Let me get my screwdriver and see what happens. Oh, look, it works. Yay! That was the problem.
At least you're doing it. At least you're messing with all the cables with the motherboard out of the case and not having to deal with it with the motherboard in the case.
I guess that's a good thing. So I'm going to take this power supply and I'm going to take it back in there and put it to the current mess of my old i7 machine. Wave bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, old power supply.
See ya.
They're making fun of me again. Huh? Go in there and set them straight. Go in there and yell at them. Soon. Go in there. Come on. You're no fun. I tried to get Mrs. K to come in here and yell at you guys for making fun of me, but she just laughed. Okay, so what I got to do now is I got to create some room so I can put that case up here to do this. So give me a moment. Somebody tell a joke or something.
It's already been a moment.
Somebody put Alex in the waiting room for me.
Okay.
You said
Thank
a
you.
moment.
I didn't mean a specific moment.
I know. I know.
I swear I'm going to. All right, that's that. That's that. This will be fun. Oh boy. Be right back.
Okay.
That's interesting. The 24 pin's got a pigtail of 4 on the side. Is that going to be 20 plus 4? Of course.
20 plus 4, right.
Yeah, I know. I figured that out.
Who came in?
Me.
Alex. His soundbar went out.
No. I'm using my soundbar. I've got you in my earbud.
And the
What'd you
earbuds
do?
went out.
Leave and come back in?
No, I never left. Somebody let
If
me
somebody
back in.
came in. That was the question. Who came in? You said me.
Me, but I didn't leave. Somebody let me back in.
Well, somebody put you in the waiting room?
They did.
Well, that's too bad. Boy, this is going to be fun because I don't want to detach any of Jim's work. So I'm going to get this to where I can work with it. And
The forces slide onto a little channel.
yeah,
And go to one
I'm
unit.
aware.
At this point, I don't think Jim would care that much.
I can't speak for the man, so I do not know. I cannot say one way or the other. So I've identified the 24 pin. Now I got to go find said CPU, which once I find that, then I'm going to hopefully have enough to get it over there to where it goes. And I believe on his, they are actually marked, as Wintermute said. Oh, there's VGA. That's not it. That's VGA. That's not it. Not VGA, right?
No.
Okay, so that's good news because that's on the inside of the case. And that's all. That's good news. That's
It
the
should be
USB
up the
stuff.
back,
This
out
is
a
the-
slot
oh,
near the
that's that
top.
wonderful stuff. I remember that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the back of the case. And
Up the back near the rear, and journey out with slot in the top, top of the boards. Should be the zero power.
yeah, should be and being are two different things. The only thing I have in the back is this right here. I don't have anything else unless this is it down here. Oops. Unless this is it down here, which, nope, that's for a set of fans that I don't think I unplugged. Yeah, that's for the back fan, so I must have unplugged it. All right, this is interesting. I've got to find the, obviously I've got to find the PSU where I can do anything, right?
Right. If you look at the inside near the top back corner, you should see a cable coming through the top and coming into the inside. It was back through.
It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right at all.
All right.
Did Jim join us? Did I hear Jim just now?
No.
No.
Something tells me I think Jim may be purposefully staying away. Just
You think it's frustrating. I understand. Okay, got that back out. That just did not look right in my estimation. Okay, that goes together like that. So that's correct. This only goes one way, which is with the little clip on the outside. And it should seat all the way, it should seat all the way down flush with the
socket, yes.
with the socket, yeah. Thank you.
You should hear a distinctive click.
And the care package, did you get any zip ties?
I do not believe so. I'll have to go look in a minute. And one side's all the way down, one side is not. The 4 pin's all the way down, the other one is not. I did hear a distinctly click.
Right.
Okay, now it's all the way. No, it's not either. That's not good.
No.
Grab my light. Hang on.
What I do when I get them put together, I put a zip tie to hold them together.
Yeah, that's down all the way. Ain't going no further.
Okay.
Now I gotta find the CPU power, which I know it's a 6 pin, so that should be relatively easy to find.
It should be an 8 pin. It should be up near the back of the case, in the back, journey goes over one of the holes to the top and out to the front of the case to plug into the motherboards near the top, near the rear. Maybe.
Okay, this one here says EV3A. It's got a 6 and a 2. I'm going to guess that that's it.
Is that what he's got routed up there?
No, there's 2 of them. It says on the connector. It says EV3A or V3VG, and then it's actually a 6-pin with the 2-pin that connects to it. The other one says VGA. So, no, these are both VGA. Never mind.
Right. Let's see. Ken, if you're looking
for me tonight,
if you're looking at from the front of the end to the case, from where the motherboard would sit,
yeah.
up by the exhaust fan, up near the back top corner.
Well, on the inside, the only thing that even comes close to that is the 2 that say VGA on them, and the other one says VGA, and then on the other side it says so they both say VGA. They don't say CPU. I'm gonna guess they're supposed to say CPU.
Yeah.
Well, then we got a problem because it doesn't. The other ones are rectangular, and then there's 5 individuals: power supply, power LED. Don't know on the other ones. It doesn't matter because that's not them. So,
Let's see.
we'll look on the back, and there's nothing on the back.
Is his a fully modular power supply or a semi-modular?
I think I found him. Hang on. I think I found him. This morning I woke up with a headache because Alex called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. CPU! Yay!
Yeah.
Why does the other one not say CPU?
No, I did not.
2 4s.
Right. D4
I
pins
found him.
right next.
Yes. Now can I get him to reach over there is the problem. That's going to be the problem. And the answer is going to be, ain't no way that's going to reach over there.
What does it look like? This?
I found him. It said CPU on it. The issue right now is I got to figure out how I'm going to get him over here with everything. I don't really want to do what I'm getting ready to do, but I got
William,
no
could
choice.
you meet Josh?
Somebody needs to do it because I can't do this and run Zoom at the same time. Or put him in the waiting room. You can come back in a minute. Yes, one did say CPU, Rick. I did find the one that says CPU. It's 4, total of 8, because the other one doesn't really say anything. But the problem I have right now, I've got it right here in my hand, is I have to come up here, and unfortunately I have to disassemble some of Jim's beautiful zip ties. And even then, it's going to be super tight. And really, because that's all, I don't think there's any more in there I can cut from that.
You got a little bit of space, it looks like. You could just move the motherboard closer to the case.
Yeah, except it wants to twist because of the cabling right here. That's awfully tight, but I think it'll work. Oh, here we go again. Got to put these together and put them in there. Oh, fun. Now, how do they go together? Oh, they don't. Does one say right, one say left? Oh, wait a minute. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, that's cool. Because 2 4s make 8. And they have to go in at the same time, right?
Yes.
I was afraid you'd say that. Well, that's interesting. No wonder. There's only a little clip over there for the one side, but not the other side. All 8 of them have to be plugged in, correct?
All they have to be plugged in.
We're just going to say that too.
But although you could probably get away with 4 if you're just going to bring it to a boot. Because you're not using that much power just to boot.
Yeah, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. We're not going to shortcut it. The problem is I can't get this stupid wire to twist to where the thing's on the outside, and it doesn't really say if one's left and one's right.
Right, it's like a little channel slides into another channel.
Yeah, there's no channels on this whatsoever.
Okay.
Both sides are flat as flat can be. That's why I asked, can I plug them in separately? But
You can try it separately. It might go in.
Well, at this point in time, what do we have to lose? We have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
The clip on both to line up with the clip in the center of the socket.
There is no center. There's one on the far left-hand edge, and they both are in. They both are all the way down. So now we're right back to where we were, where I can start playing with my screwdriver again. But first, a word from our
turn
sponsor.
Your monitor on. Turn your TV back on.
Nope. We'll make you guys guess.
If it boots, you tell by the LEDs.
Do we want to put the 8 gig? Oh, we already did. Never mind. Pretty sure that's an 8 that's in there. That's the one Wintermute said was approved, right? Was the 8 by 2?
Yeah.
Peter Dobson. Hello, Peter. The RAM sticks have to click in on both sides of the socket when you push them in. Maybe if I'm off base, the sticks are fine. They are clicking in. Yeah, Wintermute nailed that one. I'm not going to repeat it. So here we go. I'm going to walk back around. Everybody can see the top of said cooler right here. Everybody can see. Oh wait, I got to put the fan on so we can watch the fan. Oh joy! See, I am learning. I may be slow, but I am learning.
Is it still thundering and carrying on out there, Ken?
I will not be doing a BIOS update tonight due to weather, if we get this thing to work at all. So, sorry about your luck on that.
I was just saying.
Right now, BIOS update is the furthest thing from my mind.
No, I wasn't asking. I was just saying, is it still thundering at your house?
Well, I just gave an Alex Cheek answer of yes, but I spent 15 minutes doing it. Hey, I got so good at this, I got the fan plugged in already. You guys should shoot me a beer. Oh, wait, I don't drink.
Do it enough, you get good at it.
I suppose that is very true. All right, here we go. Power to CPU. That worked. Now I'm going to go back to turn the TV on that you guys can't see anyway because we got this camera working. Grabbing my handy dandy flat tip screwdriver that I've been using to short circuit this to start it with, and here we go. And oh wait, turn power on. Power's on. We have purple and green lights, so you may or may not be able to see those on there. Let's see.
I see them.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
That part's been working the entire time, Chris. It's this next step that doesn't want to work. And the same exact thing. Yellow, red, yellow. You guys can see the yellow light right now. Let's just let it go a minute and see. I'm seriously at a loss here. We're an hour and 17 minutes into this, and it has not been resolved. Which is...
Quick question,
oh, you
guys.
know what? I don't need the monitor plugged in yet, because it ain't going to make a bit of difference right now.
No.
But
If it's going to boot, it would go to green on the boots. If it's going to
Correct. So monitor's plugged in, like that makes a difference. Power's back on. Board's up and running. I'm not even going to put my glasses on. I'm going to do this without the glasses. I'm getting that good at it. There we go. Yellow, red, yellow. Talia, yellow, red, yellow, rather old motherboard.
Question mark. Do you guys have the M.2 installed on this drive?
No.
I mean, in the motherboard?
No.
Okay. Good, good. Okay. That eliminates that. All right. Excellent. Yeah, it would definitely look like a RAM issue here, guys. Either incompatibility or it's no good. There's no doubt about that. I think we've pretty much eliminated everything else could be.
Well, the only other thing, and I'm not sure that I buy it or not, is the fact that Alex had tried the cooler that came with this processor. I don't think that. I don't know.
Aside from going online and just buying just one single sticker RAM for testing purposes, that's the only other thing you can try at this
Well, I
current point
mean,
in time.
if unless it's going to fry my RAM, I can shut down my computer, pull out a stick of RAM, and see what happens.
Try that, Ken. I mean,
Problem with that is I got to shut everything down. I got to shut Zoom down. I got to shut the stream down. I got to pull my computer out. I got to pull the power. I got to open it. I got to pull the RAM. Then,
and then we can't see. Then we can't see nothing.
well, I can fire my computer back up with. I can take out. Yeah. I could restart the computer, restart at a minimum Zoom, possibly the stream, and see what happens. I'm going to shut this off because even with Joshie's power supply, we still have yellow light. The fan's staying consistent. This is not even warm at all. I
How
can put
much
my hand
RAM
on
do you
it.
got in your computer?
64 gigabyte of RAM.
So
You got
take the
four
one out.
Caveat to that is I've got the 32s, so that could be an issue. Well, I mean,
That
416,
32?
416 is 64, right? Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Yeah.
I did that simple math on my toes.
Yeah, but if it's a bad RAM model, then I have to go out and buy more RAM.
Yeah, well, Josh, I think this is going to be a very expensive lesson for you.
Josh, if it's a 32 gig, when the 32 kick bad,
And I
we have the manufacturer's warranty.
already owe 10 money for the processor. If I'm gonna pay them back, I just want to get the thing up and running. Basically, at this point.
Hey, William, will you take it off your view on Zoom, please? Since we're done here for a minute. Thank you. There you go.
Who came
So
in?
confusing.
Brian Lightfoot came in. Hello, Brian.
Howdy.
But I have a check here for 250.
So Peter Dobson is saying long dog yes after the RAM, or either the RAM or the sockets or something related to memory on the board. I would try working the RAM, see if that worked. Hard to believe all 4 sticks are bad. I guess we can go through the process of moving it back over to the gray. I mean, what else have we got to lose? We got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
One thing I didn't hear was when Sean ordered this board, was it brand new or an Amazon return?
Brand new as far as we could tell.
Awesome. Okay.
I honestly do not know 100% for sure, but I believe it was new.
But Ken, what do you do if it fried blue ham too?
Well, that's Josh. That's what's got me concerned about trying it with my RAM. Honestly,
Well,
It shouldn't fry your RAM. That's a brand new motherboard and a brand new CPU.
Well, Ken, look at it this way. At least you've got 64 gigs of RAM. So if you only take out one stick and try to put one stick in that board, you've still got what, like 32 gig?
Does he have 2 sticks or 4 sticks in the system?
I have 4 sticks.
So there's 16. There's 16ers in the system.
All right, let me bring the fish cam back up so the YouTube world can see what's going on. I moved the RAM over to the gray slot that's closest to the processor. Maybe I need to move it out to the other one. I don't know. But I'm going to bring zoom down there. I'm going to turn the fish cam on. And here we go. Oh, wait, wrong show. Grabbing said screwdriver, shorting said board. Yeah. Oh, man! There for a minute we had yellow, red, back to yellow. Oh, that was almost promising.
Might be bad lamb.
Might be you might have fried it, Josh. You don't know. I think we can call that that's not going to work. It's still yellow. I mean, it's still not getting warm. Hello, Wintermute.
Hello. I was just gonna suggest, yeah, the only thing left to try really is RAM from a different computer,
Right.
or try this RAM in a different computer, see if it works there. But
Thought about that too, but if I put his RAM in my computer and it doesn't boot up, does it damage my motherboard?
No.
no, it shouldn't.
Shouldn't. I'd put the 2 16s in if you're gonna do it, because you know you've got 64 now. If it's going to work, you'll have 64 in the end.
It's true. That's very true.
Just
All right.
I don't see how all them lamb modules could be bad though.
Well, Josh, because
We
you
don't
did
know.
something that we don't know,
there's some
and
real
we don't
damage
know.
went through that system, and we don't know
Yeah.
how widespread it got. So
all right. So
could have easily gone from the CPU to the RAM.
yeah. So
Right at all.
Ski Man says, I'll catch up with you. I'll read this all later tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to shut down the stream. I'm going to shut down Zoom. I'm going to probably join Zoom from my phone.
If it does work with different RAM, then he could go back and try his old CPUs. Maybe they still work. We don't know.
Good
I
point.
wouldn't do that.
Then you could get your money back on the CPU. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I understand that. There might be
I
a
don't know if I'd
part
do that or
4.
not.
Do what, Chris?
I said, I don't know if I would try the old CPU or not. There
Hmm.
might be something wrong
We
with
just
it.
got to get that to post before we do anything. So
Yeah.
there might be a part 4 later. If you want to join the Zoom madness, shoot me an email at kstoutz00m@gmail.com and join the madness. And if there's a part 4, just hopefully get notifications. Peter Dobson is leaning toward a faulty motherboard. The motherboard's brand new. It's possible, but it's brand new. We're pretty sure his other motherboard was fried. So let's get this going. It's coming up on 10:30, and let's see if I can get something accomplished here. Thanks everyone on YouTube. Hope to see you again sometime. What a debacle. Oh, wait, that's Daily Da Vinci tomorrow.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, just wait. I don't know. There may not be
Dave,
one
we'll
tomorrow.
figure it out.
Why did that not stop? Is it still
We'll
streaming?
figure it out.
Oh, I have to hit the button that says, do you really want to stop? You cannot restart it. Well,